Good, good, good. You're in control. You got it.
So most of the time, I just like to go out on the bike and enjoy myself. But every now and then, we have to do something that I pretty much hate and Carlos pretty much insists on, and that is pushing my comfort zone on my bike. My argument is usually that I have a ton of fun on my bike, doing the trails that I'm comfortable with, and there are so many trails at my comfort level that I could continue riding forever and never have to progress. His theory is if I can face my fears and conquer them, then I will open myself up to a lot more enjoyable riding, and I will just generally all around have less anxiety, which is not a bad thing. I could definitely use it.
So what we'll do is you'll go first, and every single time that you approach an obstacle that you think you can't do, we'll stop, we'll walk it, we'll look at it, pick a line, then I'll demo the line, explaining what I'm thinking as I'm riding, and then you'll give it a shot if you feel comfortable.
Okay. Sounds good. It's a good plan.
That's not to say there aren't uphills. Nice. Hey. Hello. Thanks. How's that tire feeling? Good. What?
Way better.
Yeah?
Yeah. That would have been really sketchy.
Okay. All right. Set your bike off to the side, and we'll take a look at it. Okay, so the first thing in my opinion is to discuss why were you afraid?
I couldn't see until I got too close if it was a big drop.
Okay.
And then by the time I get too slowed down, I'm too afraid to go because I feel like I'll just go over the bars.
All right, well let's walk it. And then we'll take a look from down here. And you can see that you're entering a left-hander that's somewhat supported. You can see that you could use this as a catch berm, so you can honestly take this pretty quick. So that's good. And you have plenty of room to slow down if you need to, and there's no real exposure, so you're fairly safe overall if you crash. Okay. So what do you think your line would be coming down this?
Right in that little notch, probably.
Okay. All right, and you think you could just roll this straight through?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. I would agree. Okay, since we know it's a roll, I'm not going to go particularly fast.
Yeah.
We looked at it already. So I'm going to demo it as if I'm just coming up to it blind. So what I see that it's a little bit, I can't tell if it's a drop. Okay, from here I could tell I can roll it. So I'll pick up the speed, lean back, and throughout the entire roll, I was braking a little bit just to control my speed.
It seems
you don't have to do that. You could just go straight into it. What you don't want to do is mash the front brake, because that's how you might get caught, and then the rear wheel might get caught. And I'm not even braking here. I brake here, and then I pump it to the supported corner.
Okay. That's the kind of stuff that goes through my head when I'm coming up to an obstacle and I'm thinking of all the things that can go wrong.
Well, instead of focusing on what could go wrong, you should be focusing on how you need to ride it. You're just wasting mental energy at that point.
Yeah. Okay.
You good?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, whenever you're ready. Look at that. Easy. And then another section that she hates. Okay?
This one's tight.
That's fine. We'll take a look at it. Okay, so I guess, again, what are your concerns here? That's fine. It looks fine.
That is really tight, and I feel like you have to be perfect.
Okay. So what, in your opinion, is perfect? What is the line that you're considering?
I mean, the rutted place, I guess, but that seems more dangerous.
Okay, yeah, and I think you can see that there are some pedal strikes here and here. So maybe, in my opinion, I think the better line would be here.
Overall,
The center, take this where I'm walking, down here, and then here you could choose one of two things. You could just go straight through here or onto this rock, and down here, which gives you enough time to open up your turn and then turn down into this. And both of these are fine in my opinion. Going down this would be a slight compression, and this would be straighter and a little bit faster in my opinion. Then we can take a look at it from back here.
So yeah, that's another thing is...
The only thing that I would say is there are large, loose rocks, so you need to keep your upper body stiff and make sure
Should we just keep walking?
Your handlebars aren't twisting.
Because I'll definitely be stopping again.
Yeah. What do you think about this?
That looks like a drop.
You could definitely roll it.
Okay.
It's not that big. Here, look, step down.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so you could just roll straight through here. I would say right here is best, where these tire marks are, instead of the rocks. And that sets you up for this, which is what?
It's a steeper roll.
It's another roll. And what do you think about this?
It doesn't look bad from down here.
Okay.
It's up there that's scary.
And does this scare you as well?
It would have, but I mean, after all this, if I make it down, I think it'll be fine.
Okay. So what do you think about here?
Probably just straight over that.
Just the high line?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take the high line too. And this is another easy roll, straight into here, and then down that way. I think that's enough of a section to...
It just never ends from here.
It's enough of a section to digest. Do you remember? As you're walking up, I would remember your line. I would walk your line.
This one you said here-ish.
Yeah, because even right here isn't too bad of a roll. You just have to make sure you don't hit this rock.
Right. Okay. Don't hit that big rock, then go right.
Yep, you can just go straight over this, and then go down. I'm braking throughout this, and I can keep pretty good control. I can even stop during that. So I could brake throughout all of that as long as I stay stiff on my upper body. That way my handlebars don't torque over. Do you want to walk down? Is there good?
Yeah.
And again, I can brake during all of this. Small roll, and then through here. And then we discussed high line right here. And that's it. What'd that look like?
You make it look easy.
Do you want me to follow? Just watch?
I'd be afraid for you to follow, because what if I do something weird?
I can stay pretty far behind you. Here, I'll just watch. And I'll keep the bike here.
Nervous.
I think you'll be okay. Whenever you're ready, if you're comfortable. Good, good, good. You're in control. You got it.
That was too big.
Okay.
Ah.
Heart racing a little bit?
Yeah, it was a bit sketchy.
Okay.
But it was fine.
Why was it sketchy?
I didn't get my line.
Okay, so you didn't hit your line perfectly, but did you feel in control?
I guess, yeah, physically, apart from the inside of my brain saying, oh shit, that wasn't right. And then this again was just...
Okay.
Just,
You want to back up and give it a shot? There's a nice little roll in right here, but if you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to do it.
I know I can roll it. It just looks scary.
Yeah, you just have to lean a little far back.
Yeah.
And right there where you see the tire tracks, right there.
Yeah. And then go right, and it's fine.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Okay. I would back up by the juniper. Am I okay here?
Yeah.
You're not going to run me over?
I hope not. If I do, I found. Yep.
Whenever you're ready.
I can roll that.
You can roll that. I would lean back though. Yeah. Look at that. All right, I'll catch up to you. Just stay there. Ugh. Climb up the hill. Over and over. All right.
It's so easy when you do it.
It's
Can
fun.
you see this in front of me? Would you go over the rocks or in the dirt where the tracks are?
Where the dirt.
Nope.
Roll like kind of into the shrub,
Yeah.
where the root is.
That's what I was thinking, but I didn't know if it was...
Over the rock. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll give you space. Woo! I mean, that was not the line I would have chosen.
Not the line I wanted
I would have gone low, but then I had to stop.
Sorry.
You're good.
I saw that after, but honestly it felt too sketchy to stop. I was like, well, I'm committed now.
Good, you stuck with it. That's good.
Boy. I hope I do, 'cause okay, so this is another, I would say, part that I'm bad at. And that is turning while going down.
Okay.
Like maneuvering things while turning, I guess. So as soon as, I probably would get here and still be straight.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely wouldn't do that.
Well, you could just roll over here and roll down this as you're turning.
Like here?
How do you feel about that?
I would miss.
Why would you miss?
I'm bad at turning.
You need to kind of lean into it. Do you want to watch me or?
Yeah.
All right, I'm coming. All right, and I have brake control this entire time. And look at that, roll and down. Well, if you don't feel super comfortable, you don't have to do it.
It's the turns.
Okay. Well, do you want to walk it then? It's okay to do so. It's up to you. I would say confidence is probably key.
Yeah, maybe I'll just walk
Okay. See how your rear wheel just dropped heavy there? Yeah. Well, I mean, that wouldn't happen if you're coming down. Do you want to try this?
That should be fine.
It is a slight turn, so it should be good practice, yeah. Look at that.
Is there a lot more?
I would say that's the most continuous, difficult section of the entire trail. But I do think that there are a couple more sections that you're going to want to take a look at. I'm ready. And I do think that they're coming up. But I don't remember. I haven't done this trail that many times. I think I've only done it like 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's straight.
Oh, did you go that way?
Yes.
And then,
So you could do a couple things. You can either go wide and come down this
which is the hard
and do that little drop onto the rock, or you can come down what I'm pointing down right now, go straight and around the tree.
But it goes left?
Yes, but it goes left.
Okay. Probably go around the tree.
Are you gonna do it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
It's not even as harsh as some of the other stuff you've already done.
Mostly it comes down to like a visibility thing. I can't
Yeah.
but I know.
Yeah, you kind of have to turn as you're coming down. But it's a very slight turn. It's not that much. And the slight turn will help you. It'll feel less jarring.
So like this?
Yeah. Do you kind of see it?
And it's gone again.
Well, yeah, because you can't see it from where you're currently at. You can't see what you've already seen, but you know it's there. I would be standing up as you're rolling into it. Look at that. You did it. But you could do it, look. Tanner,
Yeah.
you didn't look particularly out of control. You look nervous, but, well, you look nervous.
Yeah, I wasn't.
And that's normal. That's fine. You're trying something that's outside of your comfort zone. But, I mean, you've done practically all of it.
Okay. Good?
Yeah. Good. I feel like you would have been scared of that.
Probably, but everything now is like...
Yeah, exactly. It makes everything relative. Even that. See, you already have renewed confidence. But that was the downhill. I don't think you have anything else to fear. Good. Yeah, wide. There you go. Good. What was the issue? You turned into that.
You can see it easily.
Okay.
There's no blind corner.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, it was terrifying. But I feel like I at least learned a bit. It helped.
I mean, you clearly had more confidence by the end. After going through the chunky sections,
Yeah.
you did other sections where I think you would walk normally. Good job.
So the ride we did end up doing was not at all outside of my skill level, but it was definitely outside of my comfort level. There is a certain amount of confidence that's needed for riding, and when you're afraid, you can put yourself into some kind of sketchy situation. So that was something that we were trying to avoid, but if you're pushing your comfort levels, you're going to be a bit afraid. Trying to find that middle ground of, I really don't want to do this, but I actually know I can do this, is kind of a hard place to be. All in all, I definitely feel like I learned some things. It felt nice to face up to something that I was afraid of and actually be able to do it. I don't think he fully convinced me that I'm ready to just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and I can do anything and I'm just gonna keep trying everything I'm afraid of. But I do feel like I'm gonna be more confident on other trails that previously I would have just walked or pushed or not done, not even attempted. I feel like it did up my comfort level, so he's not completely wrong. It did help, even though I didn't want to. But I think we have enough time to meet in the middle and I can slowly start progressing, but I will be progressing. You never know, maybe this time next year I'm just a master crusher on my bike.